This is a new old stock Mullard AF114 transistor. It's never been used, as you can see. It's never been soldered into a board. I was going to fit it into one of the Hacker radios I've got, but it's actually got the shorts in it, like a lot of the Mullard AF11 series have. So I thought it'd be interesting to see if I can get it apart to see if you can actually see the any tin whiskers growing inside it, which is the common problem with this. This is the junction of the transistor itself. It's not actually that easy to see with the camera. I'll try and get you a decent focus on it, but it's initially these junctions are covered in silicon grease. I'll try and get you a clear view. And there's a dollop of silicon grease over the junctions, so in theory they should be fairly well protected, certainly from corrosion and things like that. But there's no obvious signs of anything there. That's the lump of silicon grease that was sitting on top of the junctions themselves. And then you can see that that's where the wires go in. You can see, I think you can just about make out that length of wire at 9 o'clock. That's the screen connection that goes down back to the chassis of the connection of the transistor, and you can see all the junctions on the top there. But interestingly enough, if you look at the can, inside of the can, and get it in the light, can you see all the glistening inside? Glistening in the transistor. Get it at certain angles, it's more noticeable there, you see. And there's loads of little tin whiskers there. Now, this transistor was failing when I first tested it, and now the junctions look okay. Now I've taken the top off it. So this is obviously doesn't look as long. I thought I'd expect them to be longer than that. Maybe they'd penetrated into the silicon grease. But I'm trying to get them in the best light so you can actually see. You can see them there, glinting in the light, glistening in the light. If you look straight down, it doesn't seem to look so obvious. But you can, at certain angles, you can just see them. And this is the problem with these things. It's quite clear if you look under bright light here. I might try and get some microscope photographs of this, and then I'll try and put them on to a link underneath. But there's nothing there I can see. There's nothing I can see on the base of the transistor that's shorting anything out. But I'll have to have a look under the microscope. The silicon grease, let's have a look at that, see if there's any sort of tendrils in that punctured that. It's going to be difficult to get an exposure on this, I think. Just looks like a dollop of silicon grease to me. Can't see anything great. Maybe, what's that on the top there? It is possible there's something actually, yeah, you see that right at the top of the lump of grease? Maybe the tin whiskers have actually managed to penetrate this. Anyway, the transistor seems okay now, so what I might do is try and clean the inside of the can up with something, and then I'll reassemble it and I'll give it a test to see if it works. Just put a fresh dollop of grease in there and see how we get on.